What is going on, guys? My name is Tricky and welcome back to my channel. Now in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make an AVI like this. I'm going to be using the silver logo instead of the leather logo. I've been using that quite a lot recently. So it's a really cool AVI with some cool little effects right here and a little hacked effect, or a little glitch effect if you want to say that. But yeah, I'll be teaching you how to do it. It's kind of a long process, but hopefully you'll be able to stay with us. So what we're going to do is make a 1000 by 1000 document. Like this one here is 1000 by 1000. Just make sure it's in good quality, basically. Or you can have your pre-made AVI template like this. So you can copy that and then put your 3D layer and your 2D layer in there, and then that's basically pretty much your template ready. So what I'm going to do is go on to add new image, and then go to, I believe it's cool backgrounds. Yeah, go to cool backgrounds, go to backgrounds 9 and just add that. You don't need to move it around or anything, just leave it as it is. And then go to the 3D layer and then select pixels, and then go on to the image, go to the pencil tool, press extract. You go onto the 2D layer, select pixels, go onto the image, go down to the plus symbol and press layer from selection, and that should be it. Now go onto the 2D layer that you originally have and bring it all to the bottom, and then turn it off. And then with the 3D layer that you just made, go to blend mode and then set that to overlay or even multiply, depending on what you're doing, but I'm just going to put it on multiply for now. And once you've done that, make both of the layers black and white, or you can leave it as color, it's up to you. I'm just going to make it black and white for this tutorial. And then go into curves and just mess around with the curves a bit, and I'm just going to be playing with it, sort of like this. I'm just going to mess around with this. I'm going to speed it up, so yeah, and then you can just copy how the curves look. So yeah, I'm going to have something like that. You don't have to use exactly that, but I'm just going to be using the curves as that. You can even use the colors if you have to, or if you want to, but I'm just going to leave it like this. So just tick that, and then do the same on the other layer. Just go into curves, and then tick that, and yeah, and then go onto your 2D layer, and then select pixels. Yeah, make a new layer, and then go to the and symbol, fill in stroke, and put it up to 10, and then go to the pencil and press extract, and then set this to overlay, and then duplicate it and Gaussian blur, just like that, and then merge them two together, duplicate it, and Gaussian blur again, and then merge them two together finally, just like that. And then select your 2D layer, go onto the inner glow you just made, go to the pencil tool and press extract, just like that. Make sure that is set on overlay. Alright, and once you've done that, you can then start to add some color. So what we're going to do is make a new layer. We could just leave it black and white, that's up to you, but I'm going to go to the polygon tool and just do this and fill that in blue or any color you want, just a blue like that, and then just deselect, and then select your 2D layer and go onto the color you just made, the layer you just made. Go to the pencil tool and press extract, and then go onto blend mode, and then go into overlay or multiply. Yeah, I'm going to go on multiply and duplicate it, and then go onto linear dodge, go into Gaussian blur, just like that. Boom. So it's got a little bit of glow in there now. You might have to duplicate that one again. There you go, and then merge down. We're getting there. So once you've done that, I suppose the next thing to do is to go down to the very bottom, go to this layer, which is the back layer, go to the and symbol, or no, go to effects and then tint, go to change the luminosity down to 0 and make it blue or any other color you want, just like that. Next, add a new layer, and then go to your paintbrush tool and make sure the size is all the way up and the hardness is all the way down, and then just do like random dots, not too many of course, or as it would it won't look as effective, but yeah, that should be enough. And I'm just going to get rid of that one there, put that one back, just like that. Go to blend mode and then overlay, and like we did before, duplicate it, and then go to linear dodge, and then just make the blur all the way up. Just like that. So yeah, you could leave the AVI list like this and use it as that, but I'm going to go the extra step further and show you some really cool stuff. You're just going to want to save this as you already have it, to save a copy. And then go back into that and turn off all the layers that are not on the logo itself. So we're going to leave the inner glow on, leave the 2D layers, the 3D layers, turn this off and the backing off, and the lights, the colors. So yeah, then just go to the merge and merge visible, and then you can turn everything back on again. Just like that. Basically that allows me to use the whole logo now. So go back onto the brush settings, and just about there, 32, and the strength all the way up. And then just choose random parts, but don't go crazy with it. And you see what it does? It gives this really cool effect. So you can just do that, but obviously not too much because it will look a bit weird, but you know what I mean. Just keep it simple but not too simple, and don't go too crazy with it. It's hard to explain, but you'll get the hang of it. So just mess around with the settings and you eventually get there. That like that, that's way too much there. And just change the strength. So yeah, I'm just going to speed this up and I'll be back with you in a minute. Now that you've done that, what your next thing to do is go onto the rectangle tool, or the rectangle selection tool, and this, do lines like this, not too thin, not too big like this either. So just thin and thick, just randomly around, just like this. There we go. And what you do is layer from selection, and click done, and click back onto the whole logo or AVI, and then click on these arrows up here, and then click on the pixel nudge arrows, and just keep clicking right, but not too much, so go back a little bit I suppose, and then click done, and then go on to the ones you used for layer selection. Go back up to these arrows, go to the pixel nudge and go left this time, so you can see what it's doing now. and it gives that nice little glitch effect. And now that we've done the basic AVI, I suppose you can go back onto this layer, go back up here and press curves, and then it'll give you this another cool effect, but I'm not going to do that, but that's up to you. And next we're going to do is the text, so we're going to go head over to Pixel Lab. So once you're in Pixel Lab, what you're going to do is go to this pencil up here and press this and make your text. I'm just going to make it say name. So once you have that, just resize it to whatever size you want, and go to the fonts. I'm going to be using a font called UBUNTU, UBUNTU Bold I think, so UBU, and it's this one right here. If you want a download for this font, it should be in the description, so yeah, go check that out. And then go to the spacing and change it to -10 or minus 14, 15, yeah, minus 15, and tick that, and then export that as a PNG, and then head back over to PS Touch. Now you're back in PS Touch, go and add that text you just made. So go to the Pixel Lab folder. Oh, well, the text I just made had a dot in the end of it, so I'm not going to use that one, but this is a text I made earlier, so it's exactly the same anyway. So just apply that there, bring it all the way to the top, and select pixels, go to the and symbol, gradient, and this is the gradient. So just get your white, move it up here, make another black, I suppose. We'll just bring it closer, just like that. Next thing to do is make an empty layer. Go to the and symbol and fill in stroke, and go to stroke, change it to white and about 10, and then tick that. Go to the pencil tool, press extract, and then go to the blend mode, overlay, and effects, Gaussian blur, and just mess around with the Gaussian blur a bit right out there, and duplicate that and change that opacity down, and then just merge down like that, and then merge down again, and click the arrows and just make it nice and small, just to put right underneath the logo. And that's pretty much done apart from this. So click on the merged 3D logo you made, and then duplicate it, go to tint and change it to blue, just like that. And we do is go to blend mode, linear dodge, go to effects, Gaussian blur, and just max that all the way up, change the opacity down, and leave it like that. And then do the same with the text you just made, so duplicate it, go to effects, tint, and then linear dodge, and effects, Gaussian blur, just like that. And the last thing to do is go into lighting, if you have one, go to the tint and do that. That is pretty much it. That is it for the AVI, and now we need to go into POLARR. So save the image and head over to POLARR. Once you're in POLARR, just open the image you saved and go to the filters, and if you have my POLARR filter pack, which should be in the description, so just go to Tricky's filter pack 11 and use that one. It's a really good one, or you can use any of the others that say AVI, or maybe not, and maybe another filter will work instead. It's like let's try filter pack 2. That one's quite good, that one's really bright. That one's cool. It changes the color a bit. But yeah, like I said, I'm just going to be using number 11, which is this one right here. And then just save that, and that's your AVI done. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. It may have been a bit complicated for you, but if you have any questions, feel free to message me on Twitter. And yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. That would help me out a lot. Yeah, my name's Tricky. Peace.